7:40 and welcome back to Weekend Daybreak. There is a new study out that shows women are 25% more likely than men to be turned down for raises when they ask for one. Local financial professional Val Majewski from American Benefits Exchange, he's here to talk about some common mistakes people make when asking for a pay raise. And good morning, Val.
Good morning, Jenny.
Thanks for visiting us on the weekend.
Oh, you're welcome. Glad to be here.
Normal guest during the week. So yes, what are some common mistakes?
Well, the first mistake obviously is never asking for a pay raise or to negotiate your pay. About 50% of workers out there have said they've never asked for a pay raise. About half of those have said it's because they felt uncomfortable doing so. Now, the same study does show that 3 out of 4 that do ask for a pay raise actually get it, so it may be worth your while.
Okay, and so why is it that 25% of women don't get the raise that they ask for?
Well, it could be due to a couple of factors, right? And some of the mistakes, again, people make have to do with bad timing. The best way to negotiate, start your job.
Right.
Obviously, if the company has an offer on the table, they're interested in you, your bargaining power goes way up. So that could be a potential reason. Another thing is asking for other factors, like looking at drives and commutes, spending more money on gas. That can be taken into consideration. Looking at the full benefit package that they have, as well as vacation days and things like that.
And so this is bad news, right? It's more bad news for women. We are already getting paid less than you guys, and now we don't get the raises that we're asking for.
Sure. In the U.S., it says that women make about 79 cents on the dollar compared to what men make. And a recent study did show that it's going to take about 118 years for the gender gap, pay difference to close globally.
And so what are they taking into consideration? Why is it 118 years and not, say, 18 years?
Well, a lot of it has to do with economic factors in other countries, other industrialized countries. So that doesn't have to do with just the U.S. But when it comes to the U.S., again, right now the current figure is 79 cents on the dollar compared to what men make.
All right. And so the retirement age at 62, there's a new study out, though, that says otherwise.
Well, when you do get a pay raise, so one of the mistakes people make when they do get it is not providing more for their retirement, putting more into their 401k, and then providing themselves for a better chance at retiring earlier. So take that into consideration. Pay down your debt when you get your pay raise, especially those things like high interest credit cards.
Yeah, and we're living longer, and you got to consider all that take that all into consideration. Val, thank you so much for
Jenny,
your advice.
Thank you for having me.
Although it's kind of just bad news, but is there anything like we can do about it, or we just have to wait the 118 years before the gender?
Sure. Well, if you feel like you're worth more money, and people do, the average pay raise in 2016 is about 3%. If people, men and women, feel like they're worth more than that, sure, by all means ask for it. Do your research. Find out what other people feel they're getting paid. Therefore, when you do sit at the negotiating table, you have a figure in mind and you have some research to back it up.
Well, the bottom line, you don't know until you ask, right?
Absolutely.
There's no harm in asking?
No, not at all.
All right. Lene, Monday morning, guess what we're doing? Because Val said so. Ask for a raise. All right, thank you so much, Val.
You're very welcome.
And for more information about this topic, just go to KVUE.com after this show.